Inside a fortified volcanic facility, the ancient fire dragon is bound by massive chains. A close view reveals the dragon's obsidian red scales glowing fiercely as every breath makes the chains tremble under extreme heat. The containment structure begins to shake, cracks spreading through volcanic stone as the dragon's power grows unstable. With a thunderous roar, the fire dragon wrenches against its restraints, snapping the massive chains apart. The chains collapse as molten light reflects off the dragon's body, now fully free within the inferno.
Outside, the volcano reacts violently, ash and smoke erupting into the sky like a warning to the world. The fire dragon bursts onto the volcanic plateau, spreading its colossal wings over rivers of lava. It circles above the land, surveying its domain like a ruler newly released from captivity. Far away, the ground begins to tremble, signaling the approach of another colossal presence. Through drifting ash, King Kong emerges, his massive form rising from the ancient land below.
A close-up of King Kong's dark fur and amber eyes, gleaming with vigilance and primal power. King Kong began to advance through the ancient forest, heading straight towards the center of the volcano. Each step he took caused the ground to shake and trees to sway violently. King Kong stopped, sensing the tremendous heat emanating from the sky ahead. High above, the fire dragon lowered its altitude, its fiery gaze locked onto its target below. The lava within the volcano surged even more violently, as if reacting to the two ancient forces coexisting. The fire dragon sensed its counterweight, spreading its wings wider to maintain its advantage in the air. The two ancient creatures gradually moved into the same fated battle line. The fire dragon swooped down onto the plateau, the pressure from above weighing heavily on the ground. A wave of heat swept across the mountain rocks, but King Kong stood firm, shielding himself with his massive body. King Kong slammed his chest, uttering a primal challenge. The fire dragon suddenly lunged forward with terrifying speed. King Kong dodged by a hair's breadth, ash and hot wind swirling violently. A counterattack from the ground sent the fire dragon reeling in midair. The fire dragon spewed flames across a wide area, scorching the volcanic plateau intensely. It circled low, encircling King Kong in a sea of fire and hot smoke. King Kong leaped powerfully, reaching out to touch the blazing sky. King Kong clung to the fire dragon, destabilizing its flight. The two creatures wrestled fiercely amidst the ash and hot wind. Both crashed into the side of the volcano, sending rocks and lava flying. The struggle continued on the collapsing mountainside. The fire dragon unleashed immense heat at close range. The terrain crumbled, and King Kong slid down to the lower levels of the volcano. King Kong fell heavily onto the lava steps, his body covered in ash and dust. He rose, his strength and will undiminished. From above, the fire dragon continued its relentless pursuit. King Kong moved cautiously within the narrow confines of the volcano. A surprise attack sent the fire dragon crashing violently against the cliff face. With its massive wings restricted, the fire dragon gradually lost its advantage. Close combat erupted, pure brute force clashing with ancient firepower. The fire dragon melted the cliff face, opening a path to a wider space. Both
plunged out onto the volcano's slope, the battlefield expanding once again.
A high-speed chase unfolds across crumbling terrain. Lava spills across the path, forcing King Kong to leap onto another rocky outcrop. The two creatures face each other on opposite edges of the rock, lava swirling between them. King Kong lunges forward, colliding head-on with the fire dragon. Muscles and firepower clash, the ground cracking violently. The fire dragon exerts its strength to lift both of them into the air. The struggle continues amidst the chaotic sky. King Kong pulled hard, forcing the fire dragon to lose its altitude. Both plummeted to the ground at incredible speed. King Kong struck the fire dragon's head, stunning it. The two creatures retreated, quickly re-establishing their positions. The fire dragon unleashed its most powerful wave of fire, engulfing the battlefield. King Kong advanced step by step, using the terrain as a shield. King Kong uprooted a giant rock pillar and hurled it directly at the fire dragon. The stone pillar struck. The fire dragon was stunned and about to fall. The dragon's wings slowed down wearily, its strength noticeably diminished. King Kong closed in, completely in control of the battle. The fire dragon absorbed energy from the lava, trying to find its last ounce of strength. The dragon spewed fire, and heat waves swept through, but King Kong remained unharmed. The space was silent. King Kong was still powerful. The fateful moment was near. And then King Kong lunged forward with a decisive punch. The fire dragon fell into the lava, disappearing in a blinding light. The battlefield gradually quieted down. The lava began to cool. The flames died down. King Kong turned his back and left, leaving behind a desolate and ruined landscape. Deep within the mountain, a remnant of energy still silently glowed, foretelling something. Throughout the world, nature reacted powerfully to this change. King Kong stood on the cliff like a statue of time, silently observing the world. Underground, ancient energy began to awaken, signaling that miracles were to come. Ancient carvings glowed, recounting the legend of the Titans. The desert trembled, signaling that something momentous was about to happen. King Kong slowly came to a halt. His ancient instincts told him a colossal threat was approaching from afar. The ancient ice trembled. From within the icy depths, the ice titan began to awaken after millennia of slumber. At the bottom of the dark ocean, the Leviathan turned, stirring the deep waters, heralding the impending nightmare. King Kong clenched his fists, his eyes blazing with determination, ready to face a completely new era. The Ice Titan rose completely from the shattered ice, enveloping the polar region in a deathly silence. Amid the roaring storm, the Leviathan shattered the surface of the sea with terrifying power. Across the land, volcanoes shook, the ocean surged, and the sky changed color, signaling the beginning of the moment of global convergence. Humans detect unusual signals across the planet. Global military forces deploy simultaneously. Satellites activate. Fleets depart. King Kong understands better than anyone, technology is not enough to subdue these ancient forces. Across the planet, the Titans simultaneously feel the same primal summons, echoing in their very flesh and blood. Earthquakes erupt, Storms form, oceans and continents tremble. King Kong stood proudly amidst the shaking of nature. Fearless, unwavering, he was ready for the next battle. Humanity could only watch in anxiety and helplessness. For the first time, humans were no longer in a position of dominance. The sky, the sea, and the ice merged into a single horizon of destiny. The boundaries between worlds gradually dissolved. A crack flashed in the darkness and quickly disappeared. The deep, resonant sound faded, closing the Titan era, but not the end.